This video is going to go over the second question on the notes, and we're going to start like we've started all the other problems by writing our parent table. Then we're going to take a look at our input, and you'll notice our input has a lot going on here. We're adding pi over 4, and we're multiplying by 1/2. And so as you undo this, you kind of want to do it in the reverse order. So if you think about what you would do if you were actually simplifying this, you would add 1/4 and then you would multiply by 1/2. You would do the parentheses first. Well, you're going to undo it in the reverse order. So you're going to undo the 1/2 first. So if you would undoing the 1/2, you would multiply by 2 pi. And then you're going to undo the adding the pi over 4. So you're going to reverse the order. This is really important. When you do this, there should be no parentheses anymore. So you're going to undo the part outside the parentheses first, and then you're going to undo the part inside the parentheses. And so if you do that, you're going to take 2 times 0 is 0, minus pi over 4 is negative pi over 4. If we do 2 times pi over 2, that would give us pi. Pi minus pi over 4 is 3 pi over 4. We do 2 times pi minus pi over 4 is going to be 7 pi over 4. If we do 2 times 3 pi over 2, we multiply that part, that's going to give us 3 pi, and 3 pi minus pi over 4, we might need to do a little calculation with that. If we do 3 pi, and we need a common denominator, that's going to give us 12 pi over 4 minus pi over 4, that's going to equal 11 pi over 4. You can see this becomes a little bit complicated as you keep going. You've got to do a lot of stuff with your common denominator, but you can also look at this and think, I see a pattern. As I'm going up here, what's happening to my numerator? It's just going up by 4. And so the next one is going to just be 15 pi over 4. You're just going to add another pi over 4 to the 11 pi over 4. So that's probably as complicated as something like that can get. There's a lot going on there. The next part's going to be really pretty much easier. We're going to look and see what's happening to our output. So it's going to be 1 minus 3, and our output is y. So we're going to now take the y values here and substitute them in there. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. We substitute in the 0, we're going to get 1. We substitute in negative 1, we're going to get 4. The 0 again is going to become a 1, and the 1 is going to be a negative 2. Now we can plot those points. If we look at our scale here, each of these little boxes is pi over 4. So it should make it fairly easy for us to plot these. If you were making your own scale, again, always pick your boxes to be whatever the denominator is of your fraction there. So negative pi over 4 is going to be over here, negative 2. So we're going to start down there. 3 pi over 4, 1. So again, if each of these is pi over 4, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. And then I have a 1. I'm going to do 7 pi over 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pi over 4. And then going up to a y value of 4. 11 pi over 4. It's going to be 11 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we're going to have a 1. So again, you can also see the pattern. You're just going over 4 units from the previous one. And I'm going to go down to negative 2. Before I graph that function, again, I think it's easiest with a cosine function in particular, if you kind of draw that midline in there and then connect your dots together with a nice smooth curve. And then you can kind of just make that keep going. The domain is going to be all real numbers. The range is going from my lowest y value, which is -2, to my highest y value, which is 4. The amplitude is going from the midline up to the highest point, so the amplitude is 3, and 1 period is going from -π/4 to 15 π/4. So if you think about what that distance is, if you're starting at -π/4 and you added a π/4 to 15 π/4, that would be 16 π/4, and that's going to be 4 pi. You could also get that by looking at the number that's in the front here. And if you take 2 pi divided by 1/2, it's the same as making 2 pi times 2. That's going to give you your period of 2 pi.